Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I now know that we do have some gentlemen watching because they've emailed me. So thanks very much for your email, and thanks ever so much for all your comments. Right, I've been out shopping and I went back to Yark. I didn't go to Yark, I went to York. I went to York Carboot sale again. Do you remember the lady last week was coming back with some laces? Some trim and things like that for me. Well, she did, so I thought I'd better go and pay a visit just in case she's made the effort. And I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled with what I got from her. I've just got this lot here and another bag. This is from another lady. I'm going to show you the other one later. As we walked onto the car boot area, there was a woman to the right and down the first row, and she'd never been to that one before, but I'm glad she did. And I managed to find all this. Now, she did me a really, really good deal. And because I just said, if I buy a bundle of stuff from you, what are your prices? And she says, if you're going to buy quite a bit, she says, I'll see, I'll do you a good deal. So I said, all right, great. So what I did was I rooted through all her stuff and I found this, and this is just gorgeous. Let me just turn it round. Absolutely gorgeous trim. Look at that. And this is in a peach. Lovely, lovely peach. Beautiful braid, lovely tassels. And I got a bundle of it, look. Let me just see how much there is. And I'm not rushing through these videos because it's going to take more than one. I don't like rushing, as you know. Right, I've got a good 2 meters of that. It's absolutely delicious. So I got that. I also got it in cream. And I think there's about 4 meters here. It's got to be, least. In fact, I think there's more. Slightly different pattern to it. So I got that one. Now, some of the bags were priced, not all of them. So I just kept bunging them in her hand. Here, take that. I got this one as well, which is, again, this is the same as that one I've just done. So I've got quite a lot of that. And a nice cream. Not an ice cream, but a nice cream. Oh, I'm off again. This one had £1 on it. And I love this. Absolutely love it. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. It's gold. Gold trim with tassels. Little tassel. Oh, I'll get this right. Little tassels every now and again. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's not much of that. About a yard. I'd say about a yard. But better than nothing. Do 3 or 4 tags with that. Then I got this in pink. And this didn't have a price on it either. Again, tasseled. I'm not sure which way. Oh, that way around, silly hole. In pink. Isn't that gorgeous? It's about 1 metre of that. I found some more of this vintage. Now look, if you look at the price, it's got £5 on it. Oh, where are we? £5 on it already. I didn't get it for that though. So, let me get into the bag. If this goes off, this video, then I'll just come back for more and look. I'll see where I've ended, and then I'll start again for you. But look at that. And I mean, loads of it. Absolutely loads. And that's that one. Isn't that stunning? It's a crocheted lace. I absolutely adore this stuff. Really, really nice. And these, I mean, because there's a lot of it, then I would do this in swaps. Anything that's a lot of, I'll do in swaps. So if you're interested, ladies, come on. Don't be shy, I'm not. Far from it. Then I got this one, which is like a silvery grey. Oh, I like that. I didn't really see that properly. It was all wrapped up back to front. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? A lot of that. Good 2 meters of that. Then I got this bit of lace, which my husband found, because she had all different boxes and it was just a case of rooting through. She had a lot of jewellery on as well, so I've been shopping, ladies. But then I got this one, which I'm sure you can... Excuse my blistered hands. I burn them a lot. Oh, God, come on, woman. Do you know? Trying to get your turnover. I don't... Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I got that. I think there's a good metre, 2 metres in that. Then I found these little tubs, and she has buttons in them. I didn't like the others, but I like these. Actually, the tubs will come in handy for something. And they just remind me of the clay button, like a clay button. So I got a little wad of them, which I'm made up about. They're just going button in. I put all my buttons just in a button box. See, I can't even get back in now. So that's them. Then I found these, which I like these. I like them. Oops. So I got those as well. Nice pattern to them, aren't they? I'll shove them all back in, woman. Come on. Right. So I got those. And I found these, and now I managed to get some of these from my vintage buttons last week, and, you know, they are hard to come by. Now, you know the old-fashioned shoe, the Victorian shoe, and the way they had the buttons then, they were like this. These little buttons with hooks, with like a little loop. You see that? They have like a little loop on them. And I absolutely adore these. I mean, these are little leather, they're covered in leather, proper leather. And tiny one. Look at those, tiny. Can you imagine all them little, all the shoes all up the sides that they were fastened with, and these. So I'm absolutely thrilled with those. Absolutely thrilled. And they'll go straight in my because I have 2 different button boxes. I've got my vintage ones that are really vintage, and then I've got the other ones that are just vintage. You know what I mean? The older buttons. One's old, and one's old. Then I found these and I thought they'd be nice. And I think they're a navy blue. It looks like a navy blue. So I thought they were pretty. Then I found this bag of buckles on her stall. This is all from the same stall. And I thought, well, you know, there's a couple of interesting bits in there. So I got those. Come in handy somewhere. I'm sure somebody else will make use of them as well. And then that one, I like that one. That's nice. See? And you have to excuse me, I've got my jacket on again. I wear it in my room because it's so bloody cold in here. And then those 3. That's a nice one. Yeah? So it's not that I don't wear the same clothes all the time. I don't. I just get cold and I have to put my jackets on. Then I found this bag. Now, these bags, she's got £3 on this one and £5 on this one. And a really, really good selection of buttons, as you can see. Really good selection of buttons. And it's got a pattern to it, big button. Like a swirly pattern to it. All different types of buttons. I like these. I like them that Roxy gave me. Pearly buttons, you name it. They're all in there. So, I mean, you can't go wrong. Because I didn't pay £3 for that bag. I didn't pay £3 for that bag at all. I mean, if you think that bag of buttons for £5 and that one of that vintage lace for £5, I mean, that's a tenner before you start adding the rest up. So I'm just going to show you the others. Can never go wrong with buttons. Even got a bit of ribbon out of it, look, because it was tied up with ribbon. Oh, and that one as well, that's a nice ribbon. Yeah, see? Anyway, oops, put that big button back. So then I got all these, and these are all metal. And like I say, there's a £5 on the bag. Oops, so I'm going to end up dropping all these. So I've got all of those. And you can tell, you can hear them, they're all metal. Some really, I mean, look at them, they're fancy. It's got like a flower design in that one, can you see that? Let me just show you. You see it?